Hello everyone, this is Chris, and everyone knows at this point that 1.18 is making seeds and worlds much more vertical than they were before. And some of these 1.18 seeds certainly takes advantage of this new vertical height, such as this seed right here, which is on screen, which if you type it inside of 1.18, whether on Java or Bedrock, then you get something that I don't think I've ever seen inside of any type of seed in Minecraft ever. Because when you spawn in, you might notice that you're already above the clouds, which means you're already on top of a pretty, decent sized mountain, except in this case, it isn't actually a mountain. What you are actually on is on this one tiny little slice of land floating up way above the clouds. Yeah, this is a Sky Island survival seed. And occasionally when you do spawn into this world, you don't always spawn on top of that one little slice of land right there. Sometimes you spawn like right down here or something like that. But if you do want to get yourself up there, then you just have to jump yourself down every now and then just to kill yourself until you're back above the clouds. And if you're checking this out on Bedrock, then you do get the same seed, but spawn is just ever so slightly different, and the highest you could get is that little bit of land just down there. But I guess because we are on Java, we will say that, you know, this is where you spawn right here, and as you notice, it's not really many trees or anything like that on this one tiny little survival island. Well, that's because there's actually other types of islands just surrounding the area, so all you gotta do is really just break a little bit of dirt, pillar yourself up, and then get even more dirt to pillar yourself over there to get yourself the trees. And yeah, you might notice that this first little island right here, again, not too many trees, and that's because you have to go over this way to get yourself 2 oak trees right here. And if you want a little bit more variety, then you also get yourself this spruce tree right here. And because this is a Sky Island seed, you would expect to have maybe some lava or something like that. Well, unfortunately, there is no lava to be seen inside this one particular area up here, which is why for this particular seed you might want to be very, very careful with your stone amount. But thankfully, thanks to the new ore generation, you actually do get quite a bit of iron spawning up here, such as little bits of iron down there. We got that iron right there. We got a decent supply of iron around the place. And I don't think you'll see this on Bedrock, but if you are on Java, then you do get yourself a little bit of path from this one village down there. But let's say you are someone who is interested in at least trying this out, trying to make this an actual challenge. Well, in case you are trying to actually do something like that, then try not to go below Y192. If you go below 192, that is below the clouds, so try and keep yourself above the clouds and work yourself up there, because otherwise you could just hop yourself down this one singular mountain and get yourself all the way down to the bottom of the ground, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of the Sky Island theme. So maybe try to keep yourself up above Y192 if you can. Which obviously means if you are going to want to get more types of things rather than just right here, you might want to bridge out a little bit. Unfortunately, you don't have many higher elevations around the place because we got ourselves an ocean, which is pretty much completely flat right there. We got a swamp, which is pretty much completely flat right there. And we got ourselves a taiga biome, which is also pretty much entirely flat right here. So in case you do want to go, like, I guess, out and about, you're going to have to bridge out several hundreds and hundreds of blocks out. So it is certainly possible, but it is pretty unrealistic on doing things like that. But yeah, in case you do want to have some type of really serious challenge by the time 1.18 comes out, that's not just like pretty high terrains or something like that, then this certainly does qualify for that. And look, the notable, if you need another 100-day challenge, then you know where to find it. But in case you're not too interested in the Sky Island part of it, then the actual ground part of it is actually fairly interesting too. And one of the most interesting things, I guess, in my opinion, is this one ocean right here. And you can't really tell it really from right here, like, why it's interesting. But if we go down further and further, deeper and deeper, farther and farther, and I think you get the point. Yeah, this ocean actually goes much further than usually before, even all the way down into the deep slate layers, all the way down at, what are we at? We are at minus 34 right here. Yeah, there's an ocean that literally goes almost as deep as the Minecraft world will allow you to go, which is kind of insane and kind of amazing. Like, I kind of wanted, like, the oceans to maybe lower down at least a little bit, and even though they haven't done that, we still get some absolutely insane types of generations like what we see right here. And also, for the most part, it seems as though the place we spawn on is somewhat of an island. It's not a complete island because there is a swamp back there linking onto other land, but in almost every single direction we go around, it seems to be nothing but ocean. You only have really one option to go into in case you don't want to experience hundreds and hundreds of blocks of water. But I'm curious to see if I could actually find any land above Y192, just to give you some reference point as to where you want to go in case you do want to find yourself more types of areas to head to. Okay, finally, after searching around so many hundreds of blocks, I finally found an area that actually goes above the cloud level, which seems to be mainly covered in dirt and stuff, and it does seem as though we have a little bit of water right here. So if you're willing to bridge out all the way out to these coordinates right here, then you're actually able to get yourself a little bit of water. Not enough to make an infinite water source, but you know what? One bucket is better than nothing, I guess. And I guess another way you could get water is to put a cauldron out, wait for it to rain, wait for it to fill up with water that way, and then I guess you could somehow get an infinite supply of water. But if you are going out on this one bridging expedition or something like that, then you might want to head over to these coordinates right over here, or these coordinates right over here, because you get yourself another super mega mountain which actually goes above the clouds again. And the stuff above the clouds, it doesn't seem like there's anything too unique around here, but the stuff slightly below the clouds seems as though it might be slightly more useful to you. It'd be almost really impossible to try and get them, but in case you want to try and get yourself some acacia wood or something like that, then you could totally do it here. Then there's another place you could go to, which is all the way out here at these coordinates right here. Again, they are fairly decent out, about 1,000 blocks out at the very least, and yeah, nothing too unique or anything like that, but because there is stone here, because there is no clear way on getting any types of stone, it might be worth it coming literally all the way out here, bridging out with wood or something. And then you also get this one tiny little island just out here with several more stacks of stone right here. Again, stone is probably going to be one of the most crucial things you're going to want to stock up with as much as possible, and even without a cobblestone generator, it certainly is possible to get yourself quite a decent amount of cobblestone, though much more difficult than usual. But I guess to put it simply, this seed for both Bedrock and Java is a really cool and interesting way on experiencing a Sky Island experience in a normal survival seed. So yeah, let me know what you think of this seed down below. Let me know if you have any particular 1.18 seeds yourself, but for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.